All right, let's go ahead and get things underway. Let me go ahead and move us on over to this screen, this screen, this screen. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and welcome to tonight's live stream. We are going to be, well, this is Film First Friday, and tonight's featured film for Film First Friday is going to be Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And I've been looking forward to this for quite a few reasons. One, it is a nice little palate cleanser after last Friday's movie, which I will not name. Um, and also, I was excited to learn that Keanu Reeves voices Shadow the Hedgehog, and I'm like, I'm in. I have to see this. So that's why I fast tracked Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And now we're moving right into Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and I'm actually looking forward to it. So yeah, we're gonna get to it in just a few minutes here. First thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and just get the sound going. Let me go ahead and slip on ye old headphones and mute the desktop audio. Get us going. There we are. And I'm actually going to just click on the movie. Hopefully you guys will not hear it. Okay, so just so everyone knows, I'm watching this on Paramount Plus, and it is going to have commercial interruptions. So I'll give a thwip when we start, and then whenever it hits commercial, I'll let you guys know so you can pause it, and then I'll give a thwip once we return from the commercial break so you can start again. So just know about that. I was not aware that I was going to be watching it on Paramount Plus tonight, but that's how I've got access to it. So, and of course, I'm dealing with commercials right now. Hopefully, you cannot hear any of them. So, and once this is done, I'm going to read the chat, see what you guys have been saying, and just say hi to all of you. So, what the hell? I don't need this many commercials, Paramount, especially it's a bunch of kids shows, so oh boy, Baby Shark got their own show, huh? Okay, so let's see. We have got looks like this is going to be about a little over an hour and a half, maybe an hour, and I don't know. I guess depending on how you count the credits, it's about an hour and 45 minutes. So, all right. Anyways, let me go ahead and put that down. Let me grab my water here. All right, and let me see what's going on here. Is anyone having buffering issues? Because apparently I'm getting one of those messages from YouTube saying that they're not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. So I haven't seen any evidence on my end that we're buffering. So yeah, why YouTube? Why are you stupid? Why are you stupid? You're sending me an error message. Like, you're sending me an error message in error. Okay, all right. Anyways, let me say hello to everyone who has shown up tonight. First of all, I see that Wolf is here. How you doing, Wolf? Good to see you. All right, let's see. This is it, the big one. Everyone I know says that Sonic 3 is the best video game adaptation of all time. I know the last two films were nothing special, but this one is so good. I'm going to have to take your word for that until we actually get around to watching it. CG anime fan, which by the way, that was Mesozoic. Mesozoic, thank you. And Mesozoic also, thank you for being a member of the channel. I appreciate it very much. We're going to have some discussions about channel related matters in the near future. So, all right. CG has been looking forward to tonight's stream for quite a while. CG, good to see you. He also is asking, am I feeling hyped to see the best Sonic film? I'm hyped to see this film. That's what I can tell you right now. So, all right. Mesozoic honestly believes that this is the best video game movie ever made as of right now, unless FNAF 2 somehow manages to blow it out of the water. Okay. I'm gonna say this much, okay? FNAF, which I think is a perfectly fine movie. I enjoyed it when I watched it. It is no contender for best video game movie though. So two would have to rise well above the first one in order to even contend for that title. So, um, let's see. CG responds that in his opinion, Sonic 3 is one of the contenders for best video game film. It's up there with Mario and Pikachu for him. However, his personal favorite video game is Mewtwo Returns, which is one of the more obscure Pokemon films. Okay. Mesozoic says that for fun trivia and community, when you read the comments, I'll be referencing Sonic Adventure 2 as this movie is an adaptation of that game. So you can learn more about Sonic as a whole for fun. I make no promises, but I will try to be open to it. All right. Okay, CG is not a big Shadow fan, and he's one of CG's biggest gripes about the film. That's interesting. However, keep in mind that I have unpopular opinions, and I respect your opinions. And then stuff about Baby Shark and a mid-credits scene. No offense, but he's the best part of the film for Mesozoic and for most people, but okay. All right. Cool. Well, we're going to get started in just a second. Now, I'm going to take a moment. I've got to close my windows and actually turn on the AC because it has warmed up here in Houston. And I can feel myself starting to sweat. We want to head that off. So we're going to do that. Then I'm going to do the reaction video portion of the recording. And then we will get right into the movie, which I have now got queued up and that you guys hopefully were not able to hear. So give me just a moment. I'm going to close windows, turn on the AC, and we will get back to it. So give me just a moment. Here we go. All right, windows are closed. I travel. Okay, air conditioning is now on. I got my water. And let me think. Is there anything else we need to do? I don't think so. So, let me see. Hold on. I'm going to open this stupid widget and see if I can just get rid of it. Nope. Okay, YouTube is completely and permanently dumb. All right, that's fine. Okay. So I just want to go ahead and let anyone know who has tuned in, maybe expecting something different. This is going to be a watch party. Film First Fridays are an opportunity for me to watch movies that I have never seen, and I give you guys the opportunity to react in real time with me as I watch them. What I'll do is I will put out the movie. Once I start it, I'll throw out a thwip. And then about a second or two later, that's when you want to hit the play button. And then you should be watching it at about the same time as I am. Now, one thing I will not be doing is I will not have the movie's audio or video playing anywhere in the stream. That would be a copyright issue that I simply don't want to deal with, and that you guys frankly don't want me dealing with because it would introduce a whole bunch of restrictions and things to the viewing experience that we just don't want to deal with. So so with that said, I'm going to do a reaction video portion of the recording first, because the idea is that eventually with these watch parties, I want to eventually start making reaction videos off of them. And one day I'll get the time and the inclination and the energy to do it, but not anytime soon, unfortunately. So these watch parties are kind of these streams are kind of the closest thing that we're going to get to reaction videos, at least for the time being. So, All right, I think that's everything that I have to say before we get started. So let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start with the reaction portion video, the reaction portion of the recording, and we are going to do that right now. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and welcome to tonight's, and welcome to Film First Friday, a watch party and reaction to Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of excited for this one. I have been looking forward to this for a while. Now, it was a little over 6 months ago that some of my viewers on my channel convinced me to go ahead and watch Sonic the Hedgehog, the first movie, and I was like, okay, this is cute. It's not bad. It's not the greatest thing I've ever seen, but I'm not a huge Sonic fan. But I definitely enjoyed the feel of this movie. I enjoyed the heart, and it was just a lot of fun. And so I was like, yeah, this is great. This is fine. You know, like 3 stars, no problem. Well, we recently watched Sonic the Hedgehog 2 last month, and I did that because at the time I scheduled it, which would have probably been back in February or March, I had just learned that Shadow was voiced by Keanu Reeves, and I'm like, oh, really? So I kind of fast-tracked Sonic 2, and then here we are a month later, and we're going to watch Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Now, what I will say about 2, I actually did enjoy it a little bit more than the first one. I definitely feel like Jim Carrey gives he gives a better performance in the second one as Robotnik. He's very much aligned with how someone who has maybe played the first Sonic game or 2 and not seen much else, would imagine him to be in live action. In my opinion, Jim Carrey is like the perfect cast for this kind of character. And so I am eager to see what is going to happen in this movie with him. Now, what I'm hoping we don't get, and I fear that we will get, is going to be a rehash of the plot from Sonic 2, where this new character shows up, Knuckles, and for one reason or another is made to serve Robotnik until he realizes that at the end, oh, okay, I'm actually supposed to be friends with Sonic, and then they team up against Robotnik. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but like we've already done that. So I'm hoping that in this movie we're going to get something narratively different. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to it, and I can't wait to watch it. And we are going to do that in just a moment. If you enjoy these reactions, please go ahead and thwip the like button. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing as well. Also, if you enjoy these reactions, consider sharing this out to your friends, your family, your followers, anyone that you think would enjoy my reaction to these media. Whether you like or dislike this film, let me know why in the comments. I would love to have a conversation with you about this film. And finally, you can find the full and unedited live streams of these reactions on my YouTube channel. There is a master list of all movies that I have watched and reacted to on live stream, but I'm also breaking them up into smaller playlists, mostly by genre. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 would probably fall under family, adventure, probably a touch of science fiction or maybe fantasy, probably action, and it would also be considered a video game movie, which I do have a separate list for those as well. And you can find all those lists on my YouTube channel under the category Watch Party. All right, and I think that's everything. So we're going to get started here in just a minute. Let's go ahead and slip on ye old headphones and get ready for some Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Okay, I'm going to make sure that this is all full screened up. Hold on, my phone is blowing up real quick. I just want to see what's going on. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me see. Okay, guys, I think I am ready. You guys ready? I know I'm ready. And Mesozoic is ready too. All right. Okay, everyone. 2024's Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Here we go. Uh, Here we go. The rings in the intro, of course. I mean, I will give this to Paramount. They crafted a good intro for this. You know what this is if you know anything about those rings. It's the Sega-verse of video game movies. I saw Sonic and I saw Golden Axe, so I knew it was Sega. Original film. Prison Island? Okay, that's a fun name. Oh, is this that newly created task force from last film? Oh, man. Why, Kyle, what is wrong with you? Can't eat all the Boston cream? Well, then why do you work here? Popsicle? He doesn't exactly look frozen. Suspended, perhaps, but he doesn't look frozen. Why would you call him a popsicle? What are we getting here? Really? So we're getting a pulse? Oh, God. Robotnik. I recognize that insignia and that mustache. Okay, what are these? Better be like freeze ray guns or something. Um, so if he gets out of there and starts speeding around, you're aimed at the wrong place. Is he a ninja? Can he control his heart rate? Yep. Wow. Dude, this is like a Weapon X Wolverine style breakout. This dude wears rings. This is his jewelry. Oh, yeah. You guys are about to all get your butts kicked. Yep. So no one told me my boy here is basically Nightcrawler. This guy's like, what the hell? And these two chuckleheads are just watching the whole thing. You could try to, I don't know, lower the temperature in the room. Okay, well, he can't get out, can he? I shouldn't have even bothered asking. Where'd he get the explosives? Okay, wow. Dude is running so fast he can run on water. Not gonna lie, that's impressive. Did we ever see Sonic do that? I want to say that we kind of did. Oh, God. Tell me that's Idris Elba again. Oh, God. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. No world extinction events, okay? Don't do that. Tails is like, oh, lights the afterburners, becomes a midair ballerina. You lost. Uh, hologram. Holograms. Yep. Okay. All right. Okay. Surprise party. That's nice. Be Arthur Day. Uh huh. You totally fell for it. You stole my humans. Poor dog. You could say sorry to the dog whose humans you stole. All right. Hold on. I need to take my inhaler. Yeah, I know, right? I would probably say that too. It's like, dude, I'm not as fast as you. Chill. Oh. I saw that coming. He's no Michelangelo. Oh. The owl person whose name I can't remember. Longclaw, there we go. It's true. That's true. In my lungs, yes. In my pancreas. Yeah, I love you, but your judgment can be askew sometimes. And I guess Shadow here is the answer to that question. The timing suggests it at least. Wow, he's been down there for since 74. He's like, dudes, do you not know that I can teleport? Okay, so this is John Wick in Sonic the Hedgehog form, basically, right? Like character wise. I'm not saying he's going to assassinate everyone, but he's gonna like kick their butts, no problem. Yeah. The doggo is tired. Oh, come on. Ugh. Starfleet, Uhura. I turned off my communicator for a reason. Come on. I want to sit around the campfire with Spock and sing Row, Row, Row Your Boat. Didn't hopefully nothing that got their attention, but you know I did do some things. Kristen Ritter. Uh huh. On ice. He's just like, let's go, let's do the thing. And don't steal my humans again. Okay, nice little portal there. Follow the explosions. Yeah. Oh, you know those are going to get busted at some point. You have been listening. And they're all going to jump out and separate, right? I knew he was going to do that. Where out of here, lady? Kristen Ritter is here. Jessica Jones herself. And there they are. Okay. All right. They did stick together. Okay. I can heft a truck, no problem, says Knuckles. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. What's up? Except, yeah. Oh, I was here first. I have no desire to mess with you. Okay, Knuckles. Ooh, he has nothing to say to them. No, 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 Knuckles, Knuckles. Uh, Oops. Oh, oh, dude. This is totally John Wick as a Sonic person. May not have killed him, but he certainly kicked his butt. Oh, come on. Yeah, that was just wrong. Um, he probably can. Yeah, he appears to be doing exactly that. Dang. And now I drive a motorcycle. Well, okay, but not going after him is a good idea? Like, at the very least, we need information. Wait, he can he can teleport the bike with him? That's handy. Man, he would kick butt in Tron. Why are you running away? Oh, yeah. Yeah. He has that effect on people. No, 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 don't teleport away yet. And now he's doing a Ghost Rider, going right up the side of a building on a motorcycle. Johnny Blaze totally did this. I'm not gonna lie, the special effects are pretty good in this movie. Oh boy. That was a lot of energy in those punches. Okay. Nice Back to the Future callback. Or reference, I guess. Come on, man. Yeah. Okay, that's believable. Okay. What? Where are they? What the hell is this? Is this a Dragon Quest themed restaurant? What? Are you Detective Pikachu? Okay, that was funny. Okay, yes, we definitely have questions. Wow, this already begs another question. Why didn't they tell him about this? I'm sorry, chaos energy? Did you say chaos energy? Is the scientist Robotnik? It's Robotnik, isn't it? Wow. They poked him, prodded him, experimented on him, used him in experiments. And then they place him in stasis. Oh, come on. Really? This is inconvenient timing. Okay, all right. Flash mob, live show. Okay, whatever. Those look familiar. You guys probably should get off the stage. Okay, the people in the outfits, that's just crazy. He's not dead. Come on. Be better than that. Okay. Come on, who is it? Is it him? Is it Robotnik? Is it Kristen Ritter? Was it Shadow? I mean, who? I don't buy that he's dead. Who was the person on the motorcycle? Okay, it is unlikely to be her. It's not impossible, though. What? Oh. Really? That is a hell of a conclusion to make so far. Except for the head of gun? Okay, yeah, who is this? Come on, I thought you guys were fast. They should be able to catch him. Hi. Tokyo Drift, haha. The goat milk. If anything, he helped you. Oh, really? What the heck is this? Oh, great, a mecha crab. Because we need more of those. Crab? Oh my god. That actor is from Ted Lasso. He's just chilling watching telenovelas. Okay. Putting on some weight there. I get it. So what? He's depressed that he didn't get to be Thanos in the previous movie? Yep. Ooh. That mustache is pretty glorious. It's ridiculous, but it's glorious. Technobabble, technobabble, technobabble. What stink? Time for his makeover. Fire starter. Oh God. He's like, I. I mean, that's just how it goes sometimes, goat milker. Yeah, there was a little girl in the vision involving him earlier. Okay, name is Maria, presumably. I have no idea who's playing her, but the professor's granddaughter? Okay. So she's got her dad and this father figure. What was his name? Captain Walters? Okay, there's the shadow. She's like, "What the heck are you?" Ooh, if looks could kill. What's up? Oh, wow. Okay. That's just mean. He's like still scowling at her, but like not quite as much, you know? Okay. So they bonded over one picture making fun of him. All right. It's all right. Let's go play. Oh, God. Oh, that's a terrible idea. This is like a living doll for her to play with, you know? Oh, there are worse things to crash into, I guess. Oh yeah, let's make dessert angels, I guess, you know? All right. Oh, yeah, that would be a self-conscious inducing title. She took him outside the facility. Okay, all right. So this is a sweet friend of his. And this was 50 years ago. Wow. If she's still alive, she's elderly. Is it? They're not really treating him in a very homey manner. Oh. He didn't just have pain and loneliness, but if she got taken away from him, then that was definitely overshadowing it. Is he going to say my lungs? That would be hilarious. Oh. So he's revisiting where they used to hang out. Professor. What? Is that is that robot? No? Okay. I mean, you didn't come up with it, did you, Sonic? Okay. Knuckles. Okay. Is this like Robotnik's relative or something? That sounds like Jim Carrey. No such thing as a friendly ghost. Uh huh. Yeah. Uh huh. It's not wrong. No. Oh. Oh. Okay, Batman. Yeah, yeah. Sure. Dude, you can see the dude's trying not to cry as he says it. Oh. Oh. He trying so hard to keep it together. Uh-oh. What is this? Seriously? Gravity boots? Okay, he is just picking them off one by one. Yep. Maybe you're just a jerk. Avec moi. Yikes. He really likes sticking his tongue to that quill. Yeah, that's true. What happened? Didn't finish trauma dumping. What? That's Jim Carrey, isn't it? Is Drone Napper? Is that that is okay? They put a lot of makeup on him, didn't they? Hmm. Well, yeah, obviously. Okay. All right, that was good. Oh, okay. Oh God. He's licking a quill too. Ugh. Yeah, where have you been? Oh boy. Well, yeah, but he put the lures out there for you. This is crazy. Watching him ham it up twice on screen. The drones are loving this. Oh. Ah. Uh-huh. How about a belly bump? That musty old man smell. Topic. What is that? Oh, it's already in orbit? Well, that's brilliant. Terabyte me. Well, I mean, I can understand why teaming up with him was necessary at the time, but bad move. What did they do to her? And why can he teleport? I was gonna say, if they leave it behind with you, that's not good. Yeah, that's not good. Even my teeth are muscles. What is he doing? Sonic! What the? Okay, how'd that happen? Okay, you should still get out of the chains. I'm just saying. Wow. Uh, they'll figure it out in about 6 months. Oh, God. Okay, it would be hilarious if they ended up hating each other. Oh, what are we gonna do? Wouldn't it be nice if... Yep. Oh, all of these idealized grandpa grandson portraits. Okay, virtual reality. Nice. I got it. They're eating virtual cotton candy or whatever. Don't steal his humans. Donut Lord. They're bored. Yeah, they were bored. Uh, that is creepy AF. Yeah. Don't mess with that. Just stay away. You've got teleportation rings. Well, uh-huh. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. How many ways is he going to die? Yep, and he just got incinerated again. A vault. Wow. Dude, get rid of it. I mean, the fact that the Master Emerald has been mentioned kind of makes me go, it's going to get used by someone, isn't it? Oh boy, here we go. So, was Maria his daughter? The granddad's daughter? Or granddaughter? Is it Robotnik's sister? Okay, now I want some revenge guac. I will totally eat revenge. I love guacamole. Nice uniforms. Okay, Drax, chill out. I don't know. Okay. Their little cat. Ooh. Okay, so she's back. All right. Oh, God. Okay, all right. So These two actors get to come back. Well, duh. Why wouldn't they have? Oh, God. Okay, so she passed her intimidation check. Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. Like, that's all we're gonna see those actors, right? No offense, I get why they're there. But, oh, what the? Uh-oh. You, ah, that was a bit too conspicuous. Yeah. Bye. Get it together, Donut Lord. Okay, Sonic, chill out. Okay. Try punching it. Okay. I guess sometimes that's how it has to go. Oh boy. There's one of them. B-Seed. A family of egotists, yeah. That actor right there is from Ted Lasso. To Juan. There can be only one. That is pretty dark. Uh-oh. You better eat that revenge guac soon. Okay, well, never mind. The heck? Yep, and he couldn't be prouder. Yep, knew it. Oh dear God. Oh dear God. Jim Carrey gets to dance twice in one number. God. Uh, for pure entertainment value, this movie's definitely doing it. It's just wow. Yeah, they're too busy dancing. Sonic, come on. What was it about making good decisions? Oh God. Okay. You're gonna get incinerated. Okay. Yeah, with your buddy's help. Okay, I'm just gonna skirt past everyone. These two portly scientists. Ooh. Yeah, I was gonna say their suits. You should have maybe looked at that. Here we go. Oh God. The sexism rears its head. Emotional support animals. Break glass. Oh, Jesus. He went through the force field and the building. Just breaks all of it. I was gonna say, she's not gonna hit the ground. You guys should probably get off the. Yeah, you should have gotten off the floor while you could have. Oh, it's just floating in the air. Oh, okay. That was some rebar. Seriously? We're going to have a warm off between Kristen Ritter and Jim Carrey. Robotnik versus Jessica Jones. Okay. Wait. How did things get restored? Did he hit the controller? The control panel? I don't think we're done. Oh, do you? Is it going to involve that creepy puppet? Oh, okay. Ooh, that's not a face you want to be wearing. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, that could not have felt good. And now John Wick has the key. Come on, wake up. Uh huh. He got punched real hard by a shadow. Captain. Oh, where's the goat milker guy? My boy. Are they 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 have they have a set of suits for each. Wow. Okay, all right, wow. Okay, all right, so he's still alive. Well, the goat milker. We still don't know about Tom. Stone, that's his name. Oh boy. Yep. Dunzo. Oh my god, dude. Talk about your snap judgments. All right. What's about to happen? Okay, so it isn't in orbit yet. Well, they're going to go into space and they're going to start nuking things. Oh, sorry, boyo. There goes your boyfriend and his grandpa. And some weird hedgehog. That sounds terrible out of context. Okay, you're just going to leave him there? That's, not reassuring. Okay, here we go. Oh, don't strut, dude. Oh, Jesus. Who's this? Wait a minute. Who's this guy? He was a, yeah, that guy. Deputy sheriff? Deputy slacker? Did you, though? Did you really try? And now we're a golden Sonic. And of course, the next logical place to go is space. Where are you going to seek shelter if a space laser is going to start shooting at the planet? Where are you going to seek shelter? It, yep, need that Eggman mustache. We know what she meant to Shadow. Uh-huh. If she meant so much, how come you never talk about her? See, this just reeks of manipulation. Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay, so Walters tried to stop this. We had an errant shot at some explosive looking energy. And uh-oh. Extreme emotions. Okay, so he's using his feelings for Maria to. What? Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Grandpa is really playing the manipulation. Yeah. Okay, who is Maria? If Maria was his granddaughter, then is she his sister? Like, what? The countdown. Here we go. Justice, really? That's an interesting concept. Oh, he just Captain Marveled that ship. Jesus. Okay, I'm sorry. Even Shadow shouldn't be able to take on a Golden Sonic. Really? He John Wicked the jewels from him? Seriously? Okay. And now he's white. God. He is a brutal fighter. Like, not so fast, Whitey. I'm sorry, did they seal the breach? Did he throw Did he throat punch him? He got mini rockets on his suit. Oh, okay. Oh, Green Lantern just slapped him big time. Oh, this is not over, Sonic Wick. Get out of my head. You're not worth the space. Man, Sonic just smacked the wick out of him. Oh, well, no more Super Saiyan for you. Oh, right. That shot of the two of them. Uh, sunrise at just the right moment, you know? And now they're teaming up. Oh, all right. Let's go back to the ship and start throwing down. Oh my god. Oh, oh, that had to hurt. Oh, now the pincers of. Oh god. He's like a Spider Man villain. Okay. The fence. Uh huh. This is so weird. Oh, chopped off his mustache. No, not technically. What? So he planned for Shadow's betrayal too. Okay, all right. This is seeming a bit much now, but whatever. And we're just gonna just run into these things until they explode. Okay, that was nice. Cute. Oh God. Oh no, no. Mm-hmm. Well, That was a pin to the butt for you. I'm pretty sure that when they offered the Sonic movies to Jim Carrey, he's just like, I just get to go in there and just be me, right? I can just do whatever I want, right? Oh, what the hell did he just do? And now we're going to beat up the laser beam itself. And what was that? Oh god, it's still going. Yeah. Knuckles is just like, what the heck can I do? Oh, that was a close shave. Well, yeah, that's going to affect the oceans. Oh boy. Oh, he's going to heat up on re-entry. A little base of ball, really? Okay. Tails to the rescue with an assist from Knuckles. Oh boy. Stinking hedgehog. Oh my god. Wow, that is some pinpoint accuracy. Where are you gonna. Yeah. Uh oh. What did. What did those ring bands do for him? It's like, I'm summoning the techno magics. Uh-oh. Oh, a sicko friend. Oh, that is surprisingly heartfelt. Oh no, Tails, why? And here comes Knuckles. And where did they land? Wow. That's one way to go out. Oh, oh, they skipped hard there. Oh, I mean, Sonic, look, really? The first words out of your mouth aren't, "Are you okay?" I don't know. Shadow is a teleporter. he he accepted the name. Well, Stone, you can finally go and start your own cafe now, you know? I assume that Tom is okay then? If we're out camping? Uh-huh. Yeah. I want to laugh. What, the race? Really? After all that? Huh. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't care for the ending. I feel like this was a little too like let's put a bow on everything and I want I want more confirmation about Robotnik's ultimate fate and Shadow for that matter. Um I feel like after everything they went through, they just go back to eating s'mores and racing each other again. I don't know. It feels like they're coming back to the beginning of the movie, and they're not changed for it. Uh, Not gonna lie, I enjoyed the movie. Like the movie was a lot of fun, but like I can't say I care for the ending. So I think I wanted to know more about Maria and exactly who she was, specifically to grandson Robotnik. Was that a sister? Was that a cousin? You know, what exactly happened to Shadow? Okay, all right. What do we got here? A little bit. Whoa! Oh, where? What the hell is that? What is? God. This just became frickin' Sonic Five Nights at Freddy's. What the hell? What the? What am I looking at? Okay, who the hell was that? I am just okay. Now I'm just confused. And sorry, but the stinger doesn't really change the ending for me. So, all right, is there anything after this? Is that it? Is there anything else? Because if there's not, I'll just end it right here. We've got about 6 minutes worth of credits left. I don't see anything to suggest that there is a post-credit scene. That was just kind of a mid-credit stinger, so there's one more. Okay. All right, we'll wait. Bum, 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 bum. All right, let's see. Let's see what this I I mean, at least so far, without having seen everything, I gotta say that it probably, geez, I don't even know. I'd probably say that this one to me is the uh probably the weakest of the three, and that's all due to the ending. That's all due to the ending. Um, I was enjoying it in places pretty immensely, up until the ending, where I just don't feel like anybody learned anything. Um, I would say two is probably the strongest of the three, and then one is like in the middle. Um, but I I mean they're all fun. I'm enjoying every single one of them. This is not going to get like a terrible grade from me or anything. But like, oh, Mesozoic, you don't understand. A good ending, an an ending to a story is hella important, and I feel like this one, like, we everything is left too ambiguous, and there doesn't appear to be any character growth. Um, you know, at least I don't know. There's some, but I'll tell you more about it later. So, I mean, it's not my final judgment, but we've only got a little bit left to see. So, I'm sorry, Mesozoic. I don't mean to break your heart. I really don't. I gotta be honest, though. Like, they whiffed on the ending. And that is, that's the fault of the writers, frankly. Although the director probably could have, undercut that too. All right. We still got another couple of minutes, so maybe Sonic just isn't my thing. Mesozoic, come on. You got to understand, this is from someone who has maybe played one or two of the games, certainly not to the end. I didn't grow up on this, like, I didn't grow up on the shows. I didn't read the comics. Um, and again, I've enjoyed the movies. I've enjoyed all of these. I'm not saying this is a bad movie. I am saying that of the three, it's the weakest, though. Hi, baby. How are you? Trouble. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Oh, hold on. We might have the scene coming up, sweetie. Hold on. Okay, we got a crater. Who's in it? Okay, we've got one of Shadow's little ring brace. And someone picks it up. Okay, I wonder who that could have been. Could it be Robotnik? Could it be Old Man Robotnik? I don't know. All right. We are done here. How do you back out of this? I don't like using the back button on the browser, but apparently I just don't get a choice. So, all right. Hi, sweetie. How are you? How is my sweet baby kitty doing, huh? How is she? You gonna come up here? You know I don't want you up here, but I'll let you up here if it'll get you. All right. Okay. I'll tell you what, give Dad a few more minutes, okay? Give me a few more minutes so I can finish up, and then I will give you attention and loves and treats and all of that, okay? All right? Well, come on. Okay. All right. You're forcing my hand here. There you go. Sorry, guys. It's Shadow who. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm looking at a picture of him and those feet. Okay, all right. Okay, so all right. Okay, so that was Sonic 3, and I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it quite a bit. It was fun. Um, really, honestly, I think for me, what did it? First of all, if you're going to cast Keanu Reeves in this kind of a movie, that was pretty much the perfect role for you to cast him in. Basically, John Wick in hedgehog form. Loved it. It worked very well. Um, there was a lot to enjoy about this movie. I two Eggmans, two Robotniks, whatever you want to call them. All of the Jim Carrey, like him, the two of them, all of that was extremely amusing, and I enjoyed that quite a bit as well. Um, they kind of did what I thought they were going to do with Shadow, but it wasn't Robotnik, at least not the Robotnik that we've gotten used to over the last two movies. Like that's not who was controlling him. It was someone else. It may have been another Robotnik, and yes, it may have also been Jim Carrey, but it was still a different person. And it seems like he's kind of just like a temporary, like I'm even worse than Robotnik, and so like he's like a bigger threat. And then it looks like he done died. He done did die at the end. Um, so I'm kind of okay with how they handled it this time around. Um, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here that we have gotten from the previous movies. There's the fast paced action sequences. There's the silliness. There's the, hey, here's Robotnik getting involved, and and even that was manipulated by his grandfather. So there was quite a bit to enjoy here. There were a few things that I could have done without. Uh, First of all, did you have to bring back the sister and her failed husband from the previous movie? Like, I get, okay, fine, let's give those two actors cameos, I guess, and they did it pretty quickly. But like, I was just like, really? Do we just have to see these two again, huh? All right, fine, whatever. Um, I was a little miffed that they bring in Kristen Ritter, who is, like I've seen her in some things. First of all, she is an excellent comedic actress. If you have not seen her in Don't Trust the Bitch in Apartment 23, she is freaking amazing in that. She is really funny. And then I've also seen her as Jessica Jones. I think I've seen her in Breaking Bad. Like she is talented, and like they brought her in and they hardly used her, and I was just like, that's kind of criminal. um I don't know, maybe that's just me being a snob, and so be it, I'm okay with it. um I do feel like Sonic basically experiencing the kind of grief that comes with losing someone, or potentially losing someone. I felt like that was interesting, and that Shadow was kind of an example of what happens when you give yourself over to that rage, that grief. And I did appreciate the lessons that those two learned from each other in that. And Sonic also learned, oh God, I let that separate me from my team, and I'll never do that again, and everything. And I liked that. There was growth in that sense. But I just, for me, where again, and I'm not saying this is a bad film. I'm saying that this film, to me, out of the three, feels like the weakest, and and that is all the fault of the ending. All right, whoever wrote, directed, and executed the end of the movie they're the ones to blame here, all right? But I felt like Tom suddenly being all better again, them camping like they basically were at the beginning of the movie, doing, just doing the things, doing the racing again. It felt a little too much like, you know, like like that they weren't really changed by all the action that had happened during this movie and all of the feelings that they went through and everything. I don't know, it just felt a little bit pat to me. It felt a little trite. It felt a little like we don't want to think too much about the fairly dark themes that came up in this story, and that just rubs me the wrong way. Um, like really the big question of the race and who's the fastest. Like at that point, it's like that kind of stuff is just not important, and like there's just there's other things you could have been thinking about, and and really I feel like the importance of the post credit scene, not the mid credit scene I have my own issues with, but the post credit scene, the fact that Shadow appears to still be alive, one suggests to me that they did not do all of their due diligence in making sure that they could find him, because if they had, then they would have found that little ring bracelet thing that he has. Okay. So that's one issue that I have with that. Two, it also suggests that Robotnik is still alive, even though his grandfather is probably out of the picture for good. So, um, you know, and I guess like in terms of getting a big send off, getting a final end, like I don't know, are they gonna make another Sonic movie, or is this it? Like are they capping it with a trilogy? I guess they do kind of leave it open for another movie if they want to do one. But like um it's just kind of like, why are you giving him a big death scene? It feels like you're going to bring him back. And I guess the reason it feels like that to me is, in spite of the whole like, oh, Stone, you were my friend, and da 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 da, and goodbye world, and all this other stuff, that there's no, how to put this, there's no body. Just to put it bluntly, there's no body, and I mean that literally, and I also mean that in a narrative writing sense. Like, there is nothing to really corroborate that, yes, Robotnik, you know, sacrificed himself. Like it seems like the perfect setup of, aha, I'm going to make a show of sacrificing myself, and then I'm going to cleverly disappear. And really, I get that they want to leave that open if they do a fourth film, but like it just feels cheap to me. Like, I want to know one way, or like if it had been Robotnik picking up Shadow's little ring bracelet thingy, I would have been much more satisfied with that, you know? Because let's face it, Shadow's a teleporter. He ain't dead. Like, that one was way too easy to explain. So, um, but yeah, like this was fine. Like, I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. The ending just kind of made me go, and that alone is what makes it the weakest out of the three. I thought the first one did a good job of establishing the world and the character and everything that he can do, and it introduced Robotnik. I really felt like the second one, Jim Carrey really came into his own as Robotnik, and we got pretty much exactly who I would imagine Robotnik would be based on my limited experience with the franchise in the second movie. And then in the third movie, we just got even more of him, which was hilarious at times, and sometimes it was pretty cringe. But like, I mean, that is what happens when you give Jim Carrey carte blanche, which is, kind of what I felt like they did in this one, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Um, but yeah, the second one to me felt like it had a much better ending than the third one. And again, like I don't know who dropped the ball on that ending. But to me the ending is what sinks the film for me. And it's really like I mean I was with them all the way until they got to, oh, okay, here's what we're doing now after after all this stuff that we've done. Like here's our happy medium. I'm not saying they couldn't have had like a happy ending where they're doing stuff, but like I would have just wanted to see more evidence that they have been affected by everything that they have recently gone through. So, anyways, um overall, good film. I enjoyed it. This should get at least 3 stars on Letterboxd. Um, and I don't remember what I rated the first Sonic. I'm pretty sure I rated the second higher than the first, but like this one, if Sonic the Hedgehog 1 got 3 stars, this one gets 3 stars as well. But if I have to say which one I like a little bit more than the other, it's definitely going to be the first one. So, Anyways, I did enjoy the film, and hopefully you did as well. Thank you for watching this reaction. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and thwick the like button, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing as well. Also, if you enjoyed this reaction, consider sharing this out to your friends, your family, your followers, anyone that you think would enjoy my reaction to these media. What'd you think of this movie? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Let me know why in the comments. I would love to have a conversation with you about this film. You can find the full and unedited live stream of these reactions on my YouTube channel. There is a master playlist of all movies that I have watched and reacted to on stream, but I'm also divvying them up by shorter playlists. Sonic the Hedgehog 3, I believe, would be family and comedy and adventure and probably action. And then there's also a list of video game movies that it would certainly be under, along with its predecessors, Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. You can find those lists on my YouTube channel, all under the category Watch Party. And finally, channel memberships are now active on the Spidey Librarian YouTube channel. Check out the membership tiers and see which benefits you'd like access to. Perks include shoutouts, which, by the way, Mesozoic, thank you for being a member. Appreciate it very much. Members-only live streams, members-only videos, and early access to selected uploaded content. And that's not even mentioning my custom emotes and badges. Check out the membership tiers today and see which perks. Wow, I cannot talk tonight. Check out the membership tiers today and see which perks you'd like access to. And I think I just saw Mesozoic's threat. All right. I'm doing the closing now, and I've forgotten the closing. Okay, I think that's everything. So thanks again for watching this reaction. If you enjoyed it, wow, no. Here we go. Thanks again for watching. This is Spidey Librarian, and until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Oh, man. Okay, let's go back and see what you guys were saying. Oh, man, we got some deleted messages. What happened? Did someone use too many emotes? Let's see, Mesozoic. Yeah, it's like a lot of the first one. Okay, there we go. There's the baby shark message. Okay. There's a mid. Oh, okay. Let's see. CG's not a big. Okay. We've got there. Oh, hi, Trouble. Hi, baby. Hi, how are you? Okay. All right. Also, love how each original film logo has a different coloring for each movie. This one, red and black for Shadow. I didn't notice that, but I'll definitely check it out. All right. CG has complicated feelings about Keanu Reeves. He doesn't think that his acting is good, but he seems like such a nice person. CG does not like his acting, but respects him as a person. That's fair. I mean, I'm never going to accuse Keanu Reeves of having the widest range as an actor, but he definitely fits a certain character type, and he does that type really well. And so I don't think of him as a I think of him as a character actor, like, or a personality actor maybe. I guess a character actor would be the ones that are a bit more versatile and can change characters more easily. Um, and yeah, like he's just a really cool dude as far as I can tell. So all right, so let's see. Mesozoic says the opening of the movie sets the tone perfectly. It still has its jokes, but it's more darker and serious. Yeah, I would agree. CG thinks that Shadow should have been voiced by somebody like Keith David. He knows that Shadow is pretty stoic, but Keanu Reeves' delivery was still distracting for him. Okay. Spidey, well, he can't get out, can he? Explosion happens. Yeah, okay. How did he do the explosions though? That's kind of what I want to know, you know? All right. Knuckles is CG's favorite Idris Elba role. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Tom and Maddie Wachowski are really good guardians for Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. Not gonna debate that. That transition from Sonic to Shadow in Tokyo is really good. Yeah, John Wick is a hedgehog, even though Shadow has existed long before Wick. I mean, yeah, I suppose, but you know, whatever. Okay, let's see. Hold on, I'm just checking the poll again. We got 4 votes, none of which are for the Goonies. We got 2 for Ghostbusters, though. So, all right. Hi. Hello. I love this sweet baby. She's the best. Okay. All right. If anything, Shadow didn't have enough screen time. I don't know. I don't have any issues with the amount of screen time he got. I think oh wait, hold on. CG if CG was writing the film, he would have streamlined it by cutting down Shadow's role. I think that Ivo Robotnik could have served his role without having to change too much. Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. I love the joke about Team Sonic, which is from the Sonic Heroes, so a fun jab. Okay. It's amazing this movie already gets started with the action. The first film barely had any action, 2 took half an hour, but 3, 15 minutes in, and the action starts. I mean, you know, like you get these characters established and then you don't have to work on exposition. And so, yeah, you can just get into the action. No, I agree completely. CG likes Kristen Ritter, but her character feels unnecessary. I agree. I actually really agree with you on that. Like, why why use this character? Like first of all, like you could have used this character, that's fine. But why give a character like that, pretty much a nothing character, to someone like Kristen Ritter? Like give it to like a no-name actor who can make it its, you know, make it his or her own and kind of springboard to stardom from that. That's kind of what I think they should have done. So God, so many deleted messages. Mesozoic, what did you do? Did you just throw in a bunch of all caps screams or something or what? All right. Sonic's low budget line is from Sonic Adventure 2, which is nice. Still don't get it, but okay. Shadow looming over Team Sonic on the Jeep is cool and gives me the chills. That was a pretty cool, like, visual right there. I did like that. Let's see. Shadow has so much aura in this movie. I can't. Love him having the gun and motorcycle. Nice nod to his own spin-off game. Okay. The motorcycle is badass. The Akira backslide. Oh, is that from Akira? I did they must have. I don't know if Akira originated that, but maybe they popularized it. So, speaking of Back to the Future, Christopher Lloyd has a voice role in Knuckles. What, in the game? All right. The Chaos Garden. Chaos are mythical beings in the game, so this is a nice reference. Okay. All right. In CG's opinion, Commander Walters is much better in Sonic 3 than he was in the previous films. He feels a lot more likable and helpful. Well, and I mean, he gets backstory. He gets a past self, you know. That's big. That's very helpful in establishing the character as someone you can relate to. All right, you got a bit of lagging. Really? I looked. I never noticed any lagging during the stream. I don't know what is going on, but like, I don't know. Internet connections are always a thing. So, all right, let's see. Yeah, Eggman is not in the best place. Yeah, no, he definitely wasn't when we found him. When CG saw the film, he felt impatient to get to Dr. Robotnik. However, it was worth the wait. Jim Carrey carries Sonic 3 and makes it the best Sonic film in his opinion. I will say this. I don't think Sonic 3 is the weakest film because of Jim Carrey. I think Jim Carrey was Jim Carrey and just did his thing and did it pretty well. So, you know, like I have nothing but love for Jim Carrey in this franchise. So CG says that if he was... Oh, wait, hold on. All right, Mesozoic says that in deleted scenes, Robotnik was going to be a live streamer who plays Fortnite, but I'm glad they cut that out as it would feel very out of place with the tone. Well, and it would really date the movie, too. Like 10 years from now, will Fortnite even still be a thing? I don't know. All right, CG says that if he were the editor, he doesn't think that he would cut out a single Robotnik scene. Maria Robotnik is Gerald Robotnik's granddaughter and Ivo Robotnik's cousin. Okay, all right. I'm glad you clarified that. I would have liked more meat on that kind of family bone narratively. Like I would have liked there have been some kind of established relationship between Maria and I guess Ivo Robotnik. I never got their names, so all right. He assumes that Shadow is supposed to be around Maria's age. Okay. They handle Shadow and Maria's relationship from Sonic Adventure 2 so well in Mesozoic's opinion that in 5 minutes they feel like friends. Yeah, and that is absolutely possible in the hands of a deft writer. I agree. Fun fact, the monster in the movie Shadow and Maria were watching is a boss from Sonic Adventure 3. Okay, or Sonic Adventure 2. Okay. CG says that Shadow and Mewtwo from the original Pokemon have very similar backstories. Both of their backstories involve the passing of a little girl that's related to a scientist. Okay. Let's see. Mesozoic loves he loves the detail that they add with Maria having skates. It explains why Shadow has air shoes. Okay. Something that CG is confused about is why Gerald has his granddaughter around such a dangerous environment. And then he asks Mesozoic if he knows the reason. It's not really dangerous. Shadow is shown to be safe around Maria. Yeah, but but you know, unknown alien life form, I would think the military would consider them it to be dangerous just on general principles. So I definitely understand that kind of sensibility. Like, why would you have your granddaughter here? But I'm guessing that Gerald Robotnik probably thought, like, he probably brought his granddaughter there, um, maybe because he suspected Shadow would bond with her. That's just me trying to make narrative sense out of it. I don't know if I'm wrong. So Jim Carrey did play both of them. Okay. Love the reference to Knuckles being scared of ghosts from the games with Casper. All right. Mesozoic telling CG not to spoil it. CG going, I don't think Spidey reads our messages until after the film's over, so I think we're safe for. That's not entirely true. I do occasionally look at the chat. I just don't always respond. So yeah, you may want to keep that in mind whenever I'm watching a movie. So um you can tell Stone was trying so hard not to cry. Oh, when he was talking to Shadow, yeah. I think he and or no, when he was talking to Tails, sorry. But I think he was trying to bond a little bit with Shadow when they were like making the guac, the revenge guac, you know? Okay, one of CG's biggest gripes is that there isn't more flashbacks between Gerald and Maria. I feel like there needed to be more to explain why Gerald cares about her so much. I don't disagree with you there, CG. I don't disagree with you there at all, actually. Her being his grandchild is enough for Mesozoic. Yeah, but then why did he then, I guess, neglect Evo so much? Like where, you know, where was he throughout Evo's life? I don't know. All right. Love the detail when Shadow pins Sonic, his quills go up in defense like a real hedgehog. I didn't catch that, but I like that too, actually. Gerald doesn't seem to care about Evo in the slightest, according to CG, so I felt like there should have been a scene or two that established why Gerald cares about Maria in particular. Yeah, I would agree with you, CG. I actually would agree with you. So we got two Jims in this movie. Jim Carrey playing both Evo and Gerald is why Sonic 3 is CG's favorite Sonic film. Okay. Well, Gerald is funny. I'm not. Mesozoic is not really a big fan of this version. In the games, he is a lot more evil and less silly. I don't know, man. He proved to be pretty evil at the end there. Like, I mean, he was also really silly, but like he was pretty evil. He wanted to decimate the planet and them. Like, whoa. That is nihilistic right there. That is dark. Okay. It's implied that Gerald is alive because of Shadow's quill, which makes sense because in the game, Gerald actually created Shadow to find immortality. Okay, that I didn't know, actually. All right, CG agrees about Gerald being too silly to a certain degree, especially since he's supposed to still be bitter and sad over Maria's loss. However, he gives Evo competition for the funniest character. And I mean, how do you rate the competition between those two? I mean, they're both played by Jim Carrey. It's like, you know, I don't know. It's like, you know, do I like the head side or the tail side of the quarter more? You know, that's kind of how that one goes. Mesozoic loves Gerald being in prison, writing on the walls. Again, a nice reference to Adventures 2. I'll take your word for that. CG believes that Maria is the first female character from the Sonic games to show up in a Sonic film, and her role is to be fridged. You're not wrong about that. The Sonic films really need more female characters from the games. How are there many female characters from the games? I'm I'm genuinely curious about that. Okay, he teleports because it's a move called Chaos Control in the games. It's a bit more complex as the Chaos Emeralds are connected to it. Oh, really? Okay. Tom is the heart of the films. I definitely don't disagree with you there. Little Tom, the best character ever. That little Tom was creepy. I'm sorry. I got to go with Maddie on that one. Tom's role gets smaller as the films go on, but I still like him a lot. Yeah, he does. But Mesozoic is kind of glad, leads to having more screen time for Sonic and the gang. Which CG responds, that's fair, but I think Tom and Sonic's father-son dynamic is what gives the films a lot of heart. Revenge guac. Is that when? Yeah, I think that's when the bot silenced you. It does not like it when you do that. I don't know. All right, Maddie's sister Rachel is CG's least favorite character in the films. Honestly, it's hard for me to like her too. Yeah. She's legit funny here as a hologram. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so CG says that Mesozoic's previous messages disappeared. Um, I think it was because Mesozoic spoke in all caps. I think the bot just decided it's going to delete everything that he said, which I'm not a fan of. I understand why it does it, but I need to tweak that thing. Until then, I would just avoid all caps. You can do it on the forum posts on my channel, but for the live streams, it's probably not a good idea for now. All right, try punching it. I mean, Knuckles is fun. Knuckles is basically Drax, you know. Gabriella should kill them both. That makes me laugh so hard. Agent Stone got a bigger role than CG was expecting. He's not complaining, though. Tails attempted murder? When did Tails attempt murder? You love Jim Carrey. Dude, Jim Carrey, like, he gets out there and just, like, he does not give a damn. He's just gonna flail, and he is just gonna pop off and be his big, gangly, awkward self, and I love it. I love it. Is this dance scene needed? No. Does it go on too long? Maybe. But do I love it? Yes. Yes, I do. You are not the only one. I loved it too. Jim Carrey's Gerald reminds me of his Grinch voice, and I just don't feel that way because of the scene where Gerald dresses up as Santa Claus. The scene where he dresses up as Santa Claus, frankly, is a bit forgettable for me. So it goes without saying that this movie is the most fun. I will definitely agree with you on that point. Yes, I definitely think this movie is a lot of fun. So, all right. Really wish we got more of Shadow, but the scenes we do get of him are amazing. Robotnik broke up with his boyfriend. Yeah. We kind of already know what Tom's fate will be by the end of the movie, but I do like how it puts Sonic in his aggressive mode, no longer making jokes and is being serious. I mean, yeah, the whole like I don't know, like the the whole like it you didn't let your loss change who you are as a person. I wonder how that would have applied if Tom hadn't survived though, you know? Um and I kind of think that that is a question worth exploring, you know? All right, love the red glowing off of Sonic. Nice symbolism of his rage. Okay, Mesozoic says the last 30 minutes of this movie, I can't say you have to experience it yourself. They do change Maria's death from the game where she actually gets shot. Oh, okay. You got to admit, killing a kid off in these movies is pretty dark and a risky move. I'm glad they went through with it from Adventure 2. I mean, yeah, but as long as they don't show her actually being killed, like they show the explosion and then they show the aftermath, yes, it's definitely dark. I don't think it's risky, though. The whole fight scene is amazing. The fight at the end was really good. I definitely liked it. Could have used a scene where Gerald explains why Evo can't compare to Maria. Yeah, that line just like it just seemed hurtful, like, oh dude, why are you like this? And it's Dragon Ball Z and Mesozoic loves it. All right. CG doesn't dislike Green Lantern film as much as some do, but the joke is still funny. Oh, yeah, that joke's hilarious. I mean, I've seen the Green Lantern movie, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not crazy about it, but like it was so bad that even Ryan Reynolds came around and was started making fun of it, and at that point, you're not gonna be able to avoid the idea of the Green Lantern movie being like a meme in and of itself. So whenever they make a reference about like hate watching Green Lantern, I was like, I remember that, and that's mean, but it's also funny. So yeah, I get where you're coming from, CG. All right. Mesozoic always thought that Ben Schwartz was a decent actor, but he really brings his A game here. That's right, Sonic. Believe in the peach. Okay. The stars shine even though the stars are gone. Gets emotional. That's fair. Shadow does have a similar act to Knuckles, but he also gets redeemed in the games as well, so I kind of knew it was going to happen. And I kind of felt like that was a possibility, so I'm not like offended by it or anything, but All right, song. I recommend listening to the whole song because it's so good. Live and learn. Okay. Jim Carrey spanked himself. Yeah. Yes, he did. All right, the whole robot fight scenes. Yeah, it's good. Sonic 3 is the first Sonic film where Evo isn't the main villain because Gerald is the film's big villain. Yes, CG, you are correct there. I definitely agree. Um, and I feel like Gerald, like, he shows up, he outshines Evo, and then I think at this point, like, after that, he's basically gone. I wouldn't expect to ever hear from him again. We'll see. I don't know, but let's see. The fact that Gerald's death is much darker in the game, but much funnier in the movie is amazing. Okay. Chaos Spear. It's a move in the games. Okay. I hope that Sonic 4 finds a way to bring Gerald back. Um, I kind of agree. I kind of feel like Jim Carrey is, you know, like Tom may be the heart of this series, but I feel like Jim Carrey is kind of like the soul of this series. Mesozoic disagrees. He says, "Nah, he did his purpose in this film and doesn't need to return." See, I feel that way about oh wait, hold on. I'm getting them mixed up. Yeah, I don't want Gerald back. I want Evo to come back though. Um That's actually how I feel about Shadow. I don't need him to come back, but I need Gerald and Evo back. I mean, I respect your opinion. I do. Um, Mesozoic really loves how this movie uses music from the games more. The first games feature it barely at all, but here they really start to use them more. He also loves how they managed to get the moon destroyed from Adventure 2 as well. Yeah, but that's played for laughs. That would be like a pretty serious thing if it actually happened. It would have major effects on Earth's gravity. All right, Evo feels surprisingly sympathetic in the film. I mean, and again, I feel like Jim Carrey has done a good job of making Evo both ridiculous and sympathetic. Like, yes, he's kind of a jerk, but you kind of admire him because he is intelligent and he can kind of back up his swagger. And even though he may want to rule the world, I mean, like he's not trying to destroy it, which we cannot say for Gerald. All right, to explain, Shadow took off his rings because they limit his power. Without them, he uses more of it. Oh, okay. See, I had no clue about that. Eggman and Shadow's sacrifice is amazing with the music. Shadow remembering Maria, it's just so perfect. Yeah, I mean that was all good. I really liked it. Let's be honest, we all knew Tom was going to be fine. Yeah, I don't disagree because I feel like if they killed off Tom, that would be huge. That would be huge. And I don't feel like this franchise is prepared to do that yet. However, they may start thinking about it in subsequent films. So, all right. CG is hoping that Team Sonic will get sidelined in Sonic 4 to make room for Team Rose. Team Rose? You're going to have to explain that. All right. Love how the movie uses 3D animation as Adventure 2 animation. Yeah, I agree. It does feel a bit sweet and wholesome. Agreed, the ending could have been better, but as a Sonic fan, I loved it. Well, yeah, and the thing, yeah, like you're gonna have a very different perspective on this than I will, because I'm coming to this with relatively little Sonic experience. So yeah, there's probably things you're seeing and feeling and hearing in this movie that I'm simply not. So yeah, you got to play the games to be more. Yeah, no, I get it. Metal Sonic is seriously Metal Sonic is like like I figured he actually was a character in the games, but I was just like appearing in the dark and a bunch of them, and I'm like, what is this Five Nights at Freddy's BS? All right, CG has been waiting since the first film to see Amy Rose, so it's about time that she showed up. It's about time that Sonic films give the female characters some attention. Okay, Mesozoic is explaining. Amy is Sonic's kinda sorta love interest in the game. It's a little weird. Okay. So she like I figured she was an established character. I just have no clue who she is. I'm just like, who the hell is this? We've reached the point, I suppose, in Sonic lore where my knowledge just drops off completely. So yeah. All right. Sorry if you couldn't get into this one as I thought you would. At least you liked it. Yeah, no, I liked it. It was fine. I just feel that the ending kind of tanked it. Weakest of the three. Again, yeah, I kind of have to say that. I wish Wade Whipple was in it more than once, but considering how he's the lead in Knuckles, it's understandable why his role is a cameo. Like, I barely remembered him. I'm like, who? Oh, yeah, that guy exists. Okay, yeah, I'd forgotten he was there. Shocking considering everyone agrees this was the best of the trilogy. I mean, again, people who are immersed in Sonic are going to come out of this with a way different read than I will. And people like me will. So that's fine. All right. Robotnik stuff makes Sonic 3 CG's favorite. That's fair. Kind of heartbroken. No, you're not, Mesozoic. You're fine. Just shocked. It's Shadow that picked it up. Okay, I read some of this. Sonic 4 better have Cream the Rabbit. Who the hell is Cream the Rabbit? I've been waiting since the first film for her. Okay. Yeah, they hardly used Rockwell. Yeah, no, that was just ridiculous. So, okay, I was hoping that Kristen Ritter would be voicing Rouge the Bat rather than playing a random antagonist. See, you guys are naming characters that I have no clue who they are at this point. This is probably the biggest disappointment I've had for a long time. No disrespect, I'm just shocked. I mean, again, Mesozoic, you got to keep in mind, I'm not Sonic doesn't mean to me what it means to you, okay? Um I'm well aware that when I go to watch a Spider-Man movie or a Spider-Man show, I am bringing a whole bunch of baggage that your average viewer is not going to be bringing, yeah, there are going to be fans out there like me who, have watched the movies, and then there are going to be other fans like me who have read the comics. There are going to be other fans like me that have watched the shows, and there's going to be a bunch of different overlaps. And we're going to bring different perspectives to the movies and all of the media that we consume. And then there's going to be people who have like, yeah, I occasionally might watch the movies and that's it. They're more casual. And everyone's going to have different opinions, and that's fine. All right. So there is going to be a fourth film. That's nice. Okay, 3 stars is fine. Mesozoic, 3 stars is fine. 3 stars means I enjoyed it, okay? You feel a little over that you overhyped the film too much? Okay, to address that, to be fair, you were posting like posters every day as a countdown. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being excited for the movie. Again, I liked this movie. I enjoyed it just fine. Um, I can call it the weakest of the three and still say that I enjoyed it, the same way that I can say that Andrew Garfield is my least favorite Spider-Man, but I still admire him as an actor and as Peter Parker and as Spider-Man. It's just that I feel like Tobey is better and I feel like Tom Holland is better. But I still like his performance just fine. When I was watching No Way Home, I remember being like, when he first appears, I remember just being like genuinely so glad to see him. I'm like, oh, it's so nice that he's back. And that's my third favorite Spider-Man out of the three. So, all right. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to recover from this review. I respect your opinion, but I need time to heal. All right. Well, thank you for sticking around. I appreciate you, Mesozoic. You have a good night. CG Anime Fan voted for Ghostbusters. He considers himself a pretty big fan of Ghostbusters. Yeah. Christopher Lloyd has a vocal role in the Knuckles series. Okay. Let's see. CG hopes he didn't accidentally spoil anything. No, no, no. I didn't catch that. I'm just saying, going forward, you may want to be careful because you never know when I might look at the chat during a viewing, even if I don't react to it. All right. He thinks that Gerald was in prison during Evo's life and that Gerald would feel happy to meet his grandson, but it was like he gave up on loving anybody after losing Maria. That's actually an interesting perspective. I kind of like that. So, there are several female Sonic characters, including Amy Rose, Cream the Rabbit, Rouge the Bat, and Blaze the Cat, and more. Jesus. And then Blue Bloxon has shown up. Hey, Blue, how you doing? Good to see you. Let me see. We have got a bunch of message retractions. Team Rose is Amy Rose's team. Okay. Cream the Rabbit is Amy's friend and is in Team Rose. Okay. And then Blue Bloxon has been playing a farming game called Ooblets. I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it. Someone threw a game my way earlier that was a recommendation. It was another farming game. I think it was called like Lonely Voyage, or I can't. The word lonely was in it, and it was like a it was a farming sim. Stardew Valley, but not Stardew Valley. I don't know. So Okay, One Lonely Outpost. That's what it was. Okay, and that was you. I looked at it and I was like, this doesn't look bad. I might wait until it goes on sale, but I may check that one out. So okay, guys. Well, anyways, this was good. Again, I've perhaps introduced to Mesozoic a more complicated and nuanced perspective on the movie. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fine. I just felt like the ending made it a little bit weaker than the other two. So, anyways, One Lonely Outpost has some crash issues on the Switch. Okay, I would probably play it on PC anyways. I should see if it's on Steam, and maybe I will. But anyways, I think at this point I'm gonna go ahead and call it. The stream has ended up being much longer than I expected it to be, especially for a film that was only about 2 hours long, and this is like a 3 hour stream. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I'm just going to go ahead and say thanks to everyone who joined in the chat and who watched along with me tonight. Sonic the Hedgehog 3, pretty good. I liked it all right. I'll have a letterboxed review out in the next day or two, but I would say at the very least it deserves a score equal to Sonic the Hedgehog, which I'm pretty sure is about 3 stars. But I probably would say I like Sonic 1 a little bit more than 3. So, in any case, I gotta go. Thanks again to everyone who hung out tonight. I appreciate you very much. Take care. This is Spidey Librarian, and until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Bye.